What's up, Tasty? My name is Max the Meat Guy, and this is a story of how I got Gordon Ramsay to react to me on TikTok. I've always had a huge passion for cooking and knew that one day I wanted to make food-related content. One night, after having a few drinks, I decided tomorrow's the day. I had no idea what I was gonna post, but I was going for it. I started a TikTok account, and really I was just throwing stuff against the wall. I made a peanut butter and jelly ribs, energy drink chicken. I was recreating things like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, just totally random stuff. But these videos weren't really clicking. You know, I didn't have my personal voice yet, and that's really what I was looking for. So the first video that really started taking off was the prime rib laced with bacon. Check out that marbling. Start with a cut from the chuck end. The prize cat muscle is the thickest. Traditional prime rib has a great crust but a bland interior. Opening it up, we increase the surface area and get perfectly seasoned and crispy bites all throughout. Whip out the flamethrower and let's go to work. Salt, pepper, maple bacon. Wrap up your present. Now let's tie her up. Compound butter's where it's at. 2 sticks, garlic, shallots, herbs, and a coarse steak rub. If it looks like a lot of butter, that's because it is. Let's take it to the grill. We're cooking with cherry wood, low and slow. Save those juices. Thick crust on the outside, perfect medium rare on the inside, laced with pockets of bacon. So this is the first video that I really felt was true to myself. And it was taking, a traditional, amazing dish and trying to find a way to push the boundaries and put my own spin on it. So after the prime rib, I hit 100,000 followers and wanted to do something crazy with wings. So I did 100,000 Scoville unit smoked and deep fried hot chicken wings. Get the party started with some clean applewood smoke. Baby raisin franks, time to get spicy. Cayenne, ancho chilies, fresh jalapeno, habanero, boasting over 100,000 Scoville units of heat. If you know, you know. Candied bacon on chicken wings? Yup. Mix it up and let's check on those wings. Oil, bacon fat, fry. No more leathery chicken skin. This is Crispy City. Toss, ranch, plate, bacon, liftoff. So the wing video did really well, but I wanted to do something crazy. And at that time, there was a TikTok trend going around called Ramsay Reacts, where Gordon Ramsay was reviewing TikTok videos. And I knew that one of his favorite dishes is the beef Wellington. So I decided to put my spin on it and show him something that I think he'd get a kick out of. Kielbasa, the Glizzy King, smoked over applewood. Put the work in on those mushrooms. Let them soften and add your time. Now we assemble Parma ham, mushroom, glizzy. Lay out that puff pastry, and it's time to paint with that egg yolk. Wrap up your present. Pretend you're Gordon Ramsay, and here we go. A golden crust welcomes glizzy goodness to the world. Much to my surprise, Ramsay reacted. But I will say it was not entirely positive. He called me a donut, called me a sausage man, but truthfully, I was just honored that one of my idols watched one of my videos. I got some new eyes on my account and I really wanted to keep that momentum going forward. So I decided to take a risk and make a recipe that was absolutely bombarded with flavor. The smoked salmon cinnamon bun. This is a whole side of salmon and we're taking it to the next level. Brine overnight and make your filling. Cream cheese, jalapeno, lemon, dill, capers, barbecue rub. Season lightly and add your filling. Wrap up your present. Cut thick slices and admire your cinnamon bun. Citrus and let's hit the grill. Don't forget to make your bed. Tuck that salmon in, it's nap time. Smoke over applewood and let's make our glaze. Miso, maple, and of course, our candied bacon. Glaze and finish with lemon zest. This is a showstopper. Just ended up working so incredibly well. And this recipe is truly something I'm proud of. And I actually just dropped the salmon cinnamon bun part 2 on my YouTube. So for my next video, I wanted to keep experimenting in how people perceive food. Looking at things like a birthday, a wedding, why not incorporate a recipe that really takes that to heart? but with meat.
This is the steak cake.
Ribeye, strip, sirloin. Season with killer hogs and roll your bacon roses. Season with a sweet rub and get them on the grill. Applewood, low and slow. Time for our creamy mashed potato icing. Back on the grill, sear till 130 internal. And now we assemble. Ice the bone-in ribeye and add your second layer. Top with Black Hawk Farms Wagyu. And if this isn't what my future wedding cake looks like, I don't want the wedding. And yes, everyone gets a slice. It turned out great, it tasted phenomenal. And then, totally to my surprise again, Gordon Ramsay reacted to the steak cake. Once again, he called me a donut. He did say that this cake should be used at a divorce proceedings and not a wedding. He has a fair point there. I believe the exact comment was, seasoned, smart, nice. Hey, it's progress. Well, it has been an absolutely crazy few months, and I've learned to just take the first step. And if you find a creative outlet that you enjoy, go down that path as hard as you can and don't look back. I really hope you enjoyed these recipes. I'd love to hear what you think of them. You can find so many more of them at Max the Meat Guy, and I hope to see you soon.